It's my privilege to introduce to you someone who I'm proud to call my friend. Naftali Bennett is Israel's Minister of Education and Minister of Diaspora Affairs. He came all the way from Eretz Yisrael. He's chairman of Habayit HaYehudi, the third largest party in the government, and a member of Israel's security cabinet. He's been a computer entrepreneur, selling his anti-fraud software company for hundreds of millions of dollars. Tremendously talented in that area. He's been a commander in one of the IDF's most elite commando units. Bennett has led soldiers on counter-terror operations deep behind enemy lines. Thank you for your service. Minister Bennett is a true fighter for the land of Israel, and he opposes with all his heart and soul appeasing the terrorist Palestinian Authority that Israel is forced to deal with. I am proud and I am honored to present to you my friend, Naftali Bennett.
Lord, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see so many great supporters of Israel over here, including those being honored tonight. Bernie Marcus, Congressman Ed Royce, my friend Ambassador Dani Danon, Professor Alan Dershowitz, and the ZOA President Morton Klein, and the rest of the wonderful leadership. So we're going to start with a riddle. I'm going to give you a quote of one of the leaders of Zionism, and I want you to tell me who it is. So this individual said, "Not a foreign land did we conquer, nor did we take others' property. But what we did was returned our parents' estate, which our enemies took from us illegally, and when we had the opportunity, we took it back." Who said it? Not Ben-Gurion, no. Jabotinsky, no. Begin, no. Well, anyone else? We're talking about this quote is from 2,150 years ago, Simon the Chashmonai. In about a month, we're going to celebrate Hanukkah and the Maccabim. And you know, we're told again and again about our occupied land. One cannot occupy his own home. In my previous life, I ran a business, and if one of my managers came over and said, "You know, I tried this plan and failed, and you know what? I tried the same exact plan again, and I failed again." And then he comes and says, "You know what? I tried the exact same plan a third time, and I failed." I'd fire him. But that's exactly what's happening. The world, and in Israel, way too many people are trying and walking down a failed path of injecting a foreign, failed, hostile Palestinian state into the heart of Israel. And every time they're surprised again, we get suicide bombers, we get the second intifada. You know what? In the Gaza Strip, we did everything by the book. We pulled out to the 67 lines. We pulled out the soldiers. We displaced the Jews. And we handed it over to whom? To Abu Mazen. And what we've gotten is an ongoing failed terror state that now targets all the way to Tel Aviv. And this approach that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is at the center of the Middle East, if only we solve that, all the problems will evaporate. And another approach that's been haunting us for decades is that we have to stay distant. We, America, should distance ourselves from Israel so the Arab states will like us. It's utterly wrong. It doesn't work. The real picture is that there's a battle between radical Islam and the free world. And Israel is at the center, at the front lines of it. But you know what their strategy is? Nasrallah, the head of Hezbollah, once he called it the spider webs. He said those Jews, it looks strong, but you just wipe them away. But the reality is, it's not spider webs. It's webs of steel that date back 3,800 years. So you might ask, what's our plan? Here's our plan. Our vision for Israel is the following. Yeah, there's a storm in the Middle East. The Arab Spring that morphed into a Muslim winter. But amid that storm, there's a tower. There's a big tower, a lighthouse. And Israel is the lighthouse in the storm. Israel exports water technologies, energy. We generate food in Africa, in China. We're the biggest cybersecurity exporter in the world. In fact, all of you are using my own software every time you log into your online banking. Yep. When you log in with your username and password, it's my company that does it. But most importantly, we show the world that even though we're surrounded with the most maniacal regimes in the world, I mean, for you, for people in America, Syria is news. For us, it's a neighbor. Syria, Hezbollah, ISIS, Hamas. But amid all of this, we're a tower of democracy, of freedom, of Yahadut. And really, Yahadut and Judaism is the source of it all. When my dad and mom were born in San Francisco, totally secular, first time they came to Israel was the first time my dad made an aliyah to the Torah. More than I'll finish in 1 minute, I promise. Just got to tell you this story. So he came up, and the guy said, the gabbai said, "Ech korim lecha?" And he said, "James." So he said, "No, you're Hashem ha'ivri shelcha. Yaakov, ben 30. And we need every Jew in the world to be connected to his roots. And with that, we will win. So I'll just end with a little bracha, because right now, right this very moment, on the border in Lebanon, we have soldiers who are defending us. On the border in the Sinai, on the border in Gaza. מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל. God bless you.